Hi everyone, welcome back
To the League of Chaos!
Are you gonna do that every time?
Maybe.
Well then just say you are instead of cutting me off every time.
Okay, fine. May I?
Go on.
Yes! We brought you mortals a Q&A video. These were popular last year, so, well, we're gonna do them again. We'll be answering every question submitted to us, within reason.
Last time, we alternated between reading the questions. Want me to go first?
If you must, let's get this going.
Okay. Question 1. Who gave Seth a megaphone? I did.
And the human, technically. It's our server.
I made the channel.
And I'm gonna use it. Next one. If given the chance, would you drink a mystery potion made by Hathor? You are not allowed to ask her what it is, and you know only that it won't kill you. How about any other gods?
A mystery potion? From Hathor? Oh gods, I have made that mistake one too many times. Not happening. No more mystery potions, ever.
Oh, nephew, you're no fun. Think about the possibilities.
I know my wife, and I'm not gonna do it.
Fine, okay. It really depends on the circumstances for me. If it's random and out of nowhere, I don't know. But if we're at a festival or a party or something, I'd take it. It could do something chaotic. I'd have to give it a try. And it'd probably end up being fun.
You would do that, wouldn't you? Your most prized possession has turned to the object of your ire. To return your possession, you must take on an arduous task. Where would you cross the line?
My most prized possession. I suppose that would be my divine weapon. It's the only possession that I get use out of daily. Considering I can just fashion a new one, though, I don't think I'd bother going on some wild goose chase to fix it if it became the object of my ire. Hell, that probably just means it broke, and I'll need a new one anyway. I can make it even better next time.
If we're talking literal possessions, I'm not too sure. Does my restored eye count? It's a magical replacement for the one I lost. It still functions and helps me see, but it's not really an object.
Well, let's say I reached over and plucked it out again. What would you do to get it back?
I'd punch you in the face, and I'd take it back.
Why are you two so damned handsome? Oh, nice to see someone that finally gets it. I am, of course, the greatest in virility.
Tell that to everyone who was calling you cute last year.
Hey now, we're not talking about last year. Besides, I think we can both agree that they're objectively wrong.
I wouldn't say that. They're just giving you another word for general attractiveness. Though I will admit, being called handsome is more flattering than cute.
General attractiveness, eh, Horus?
Don't start. If you had to switch bodies with any of the gods for a day, who would you switch with? Switching bodies. That does not sound fun at all. Though I'm assuming the question implies that we would have no other choice. I don't really know who I'd want to swap with. I like being myself just fine.
You think I'd just ditch these good looks willingly?
Let's see. Well, I might as well have fun while we're switched. Maybe I could switch with Soba. It would be interesting to see things from his point of view. He's so huge.
Wouldn't that mean Soba gets stuck in your body too?
Yes, I imagine so.
That has some potential. He's hilariously easy to manipulate, joke with.
What about you, Seth? What would you try?
Both.
Both? Really? That's unexpected. I thought you hated him.
I do. I'd use the thermals in his body to make him jump off a cliff.
Ah, now that is something I would expect from you.
You know you love me, nephew.
Ugh, let's move on.
If all the gods swapped genders, what do you think life would be like? Hell.
What is one request you want to but cannot make of the other?
So, is it a request I know you wouldn't do, or something you're restricted from doing? Because I have a few ideas.
Oh no. Well, since you're so eager, you go first.
With pleasure. For what you wouldn't do, I'd request, Why not invite me over more often?
Huh? That's what you're going with?
More honest than you were expecting, I assume.
Well, yeah. And I would do that, Seth. You don't have to request that. You and Nephthys are always welcome over here. We're friends now, remember?
Yeah. Sure.
What were your other ideas?
Oh. Well, for the one you're restricted from doing, I wish you let me go back down to the mortal world.
Yeah, no. We'd both get in trouble for that one, Seth. Even if you were just being mischievous.
Yeah. But it'd be fun.
Maybe. But it's not happening. Once was enough.
Yeah. So, your turn. What would you ask of me?
Well, I know one thing you wouldn't do.
Yeah?
If I could, I'd ask you to stop acting like we're all enemies in front of the Shades. You should just come out and say we're all reconciled. No need to keep up the act all the time.
It's a matter of pride.
I know. Which is why I know it's no use to ask.
How did it feel to lose a testicle? Asking for a friend.
Oh.
You don't get to talk, bird boy.
I know.
It's like being burned, stabbed, and eviscerated all at once. Any other pain you've ever felt before will pale in comparison.
You're, not still mad about that, are you?
As far as I'm concerned, nephew, you got off easy. Which is why I've every intention of continuing to harass you.
Fair. Oh, these next two questions are in conjunction with one another. Let's see. The first one is, why does Set look like a dog to me, :3, and the next is, Set, are you a hyena?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know, mortals?
Even I'm confused about what you are, Set.
I've told you this before. I'm the Shah.
That doesn't answer much.
Yeah, so literally no easy college to figure out what the hell Shaw and by extension Set is supposed to be me. Other theories are things like jackal, a pig, a hyena, a donkey, a ox, and an aardvark. I just combine lots of different animals to make a fantastic creature that is kind of like a feline or canine, while also having some unidentifiable traits.
Hey, Set. Bet you can't answer this one. What's the meaning to life? The meaning of life, huh? I didn't expect you mortals to get all philosophical on me. Are you asking for an ultimate answer or the meaning of my own life? Because if you're asking me for your own ultimatum, you might want to rethink your priorities. Of course, for my own life, I am the god of chaos, storms, the desert. I think it's safe to say that I'm only meant to destroy things.
Come on now, that's not true.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can do lots of other things, Seth.
Name one. That's what I thought.
Well, I mean, we're making these videos together. Do Set and Horus know any gods from other pantheons? Hades, Loki, etc. That's an interesting one. See, we've met gods outside of the duat before, like those Greeks, or the Hellenes, if you want to call them that. But
The thing with us gods is that we all know of each other. We can sort of feel each other when we're close by, and we have this kind of inherent knowledge of who another god is before we even met them. That extends to the gods outside the duat as well.
we don't really know what they look like until we're right in front of them. But we know their names and what their attributes are. If they stay in their lane, we'll stay in ours.
And if they don't, well, they'll get what's coming to them. Farset, are you scared of Nephthys? Of course not. I'm scared of losing her, perhaps. She's my darling desert rose, the highlight of my life. And anyone who speaks ill of her will find my teeth in their neck.
Don't worry, Seth. I don't think anyone's planning on it. Seth, what is the dumbest, most embarrassing thing Horus has ever done? Horus, what is the dumbest, most embarrassing thing Seth has ever done? Like, seriously, you're both immortals, so you're bound to slip up, lol. Oh no.
So, how brutal do you want this to be, nephew?
I'm gonna get the jump on you and go first, as I'm almost certain you're gonna take the concept and run with it.
You know me so well.
So, Set, the dumbest and or most embarrassing thing you've ever done. It would have to be the time my mother tricked you into—
Hey, whoa! We don't talk about that!
Relax. I wasn't gonna say that. Jeez, Set. Even I don't remember that fuck up. It was just as bad for me as it was for you, you know.
Exactly!
I was going to mention the time Mother disguised herself as a pretty lady, and how she essentially got you to admit that you didn't deserve to be king. She played you for a fool, and within earshot of half the Aeneid.
Yeah, fuck off.
Hey, don't get too grumpy on me. Here, it's your turn now. What's the thing I've done?
Oh, that's easy.
Don't tarnish my reputation too badly, alright?
Oh, don't worry. I will.
Shit.
I recall the same day you and I first met. When you marched right up to my palace, decrying me as a false king and asking me to answer for my crimes. You lift up your legs and buckle when you finally laid eyes on me. Oh, of course, we're forgetting the best part. Your wings fucking exploded, and you looked like you were stuck in T-pose when someone just said a word to you. You lost all composure and turned so red I thought you'd keel over and die.
Ah, hush. I was young and stupid.
Oh, really? Well, if I recall correctly, you still do that. I think the term you used was wing boner. You got something you want to say to me, nephew? Should I come a little closer?
Leave me alone.
Dear Horus and Seth, what do you say to this? Gods can be turned into humans. What would you say if you were turned into a human? If this means losing our divinity, I would not be on board with that.
Yeah, me either. Though we can shapeshift ourselves to appear human. Does that count? We actually did that last year. We were still in the mortal realm. We went out to dinner. It was actually kind of nice.
If it's just shifting forms, then sure, I'll stick in human form for a day.
As gods, what is your biggest regret? Ulf.
I have no regrets.
Seth.
None. No regrets. Whatsoever.
I know that's not true, Seth.
Yeah, well,
If you don't want to talk about it, that's okay. I'll just give my answer.
okay.
My biggest regret is that I let my father's death define me. I'm my own person now, yeah, but when I was younger, I was just solely focused on avenging him. I wanted to be Osiris. I focused so much on what my mother wanted and what I was supposed to do that I never stopped to think about what I really wanted for myself. If I'd learned to be my own person a long time ago, we probably could have avoided a lot of bloodshed.
All is reconciled, nephew.
You're forgiven too, Seth. I'm happy with who I am now. And I hope you are too. Here, let's move on.
I think I'm done for today. No more questions.
Already? But we have a lot more questions to get to.
We can do them later. We have a week.
But... Okay. Are you okay?
Let's just do something else.